Shri Krishna, namaskaraha. Uttamam. Namaskaraha. Patami Sanskritam Nityam.
Patami Sanskritam Nityam.
Vadami Sanskritam Sada.
Vadami Sanskritam Sada.
Dhyayami Sanskritam Samyak.
Dhyayami Sanskritam Samyak.
Vande Samskrita Mataram.
Vande Sanskrita Mataram.
Samskritasya prasaraya.
Sanskritasya prasaraya.
Naijam sarvam dadamyaham.
Naijam sarvam dadamyaham.
Samskritasya sadha bhakto.
Sanskritasya sada bhakto.
Vande Samskrita Mataram.
Vande Sanskrita Mataram.
Samskritasya krite jivan.
Sanskritasya krite jivan.
Samskritasya krite yajan.
Sanskritasya krite yajan.
Atmanamahutam manye.
Atmanamahutam manye.
Vande Samskrita Mataram.
Vande Sanskrita Mataram.
Vande Samskrita Mataram.
Vande Sanskrita Mataram.
Uttamam. Vayam parichaya pustake dvitiya adhyaye vidyamana विषयान् दृष्टवन्तः पूर्वम्. अद्य तत्र इतोपि भिन्न भिन्न अंशाः सन्ति खलु, अतः तत्र विद्यमान चातुश्लोकः, समस्या, कथा इत्यादि विषयान् अद्य किञ्चित् पश्यामः. अहं 30 पुटे अस्मि. त्रिंशत्
चाटुश्लोकः.
चाटुश्लोकः सत्यम्. रेणु भगिनी पठति वा?
हे हेरम्ब किमम्ब रोदिषि कुतः कर्णौ लुठत्यग्निभूः किं ते स्कन्द विचेष्टितं मम पुरा संख्या कृता चक्षुषां नैतत्तेऽप्युचितं गजास्य चरितं नासां मिमितेऽम्ब मे तावैवं सहसा विलोक्य हसित व्यग्रा शिवा पातु वः.
Wonderful, wonderful. Samyak, samyak. So this verse is a very, very interesting verse. It's like a conversation. So it is a conversation between three people, Parvati, Ganesha, and Skanda. So when we are reading this, the way we have to understand is like one person says one statement, and then the next person says something else, and another person responds. So it's like a built-in conversation in the form of a chatusloka. So it's a very interesting thing. So here it starts with saying, Hey, Hey Ramba. Hey, Hey Ramba. So Hey Ramba is Sambodhana, all of us know, right? Then the response is like, Kimamba. So the question, okay. Hey, Hey Ramba, Parvati is addressing. So Kimamba, what mother? Rodashi kutaha. So why are you crying? So it's like, again, she's asking a question. Karnau lutati. So imagine this is such a beautiful expression where we are speaking about gods. Okay, so it is Parvati, Shiva, Ganesha, everybody coming in the conversation. But the discussion here is like, small kids, their mother conversation. So the author here has tried to bring real life scenario into the life of the deities, thereby enjoying that, beautiful scene. So that is the way it goes. So, Karnau Lutatyagnibuhu. So, Agnibuhu is Skanda. So he says, Skanda is actually, turning my ears. He's like, you know, uh,
Twisting
doing,
his ear.
twisting the ears. Okay. Then Parvati is now inquiring, like the typical parents of two children, the Parvati is now inquiring Skanda. Kimte Skanda, Vicheshtitam. So Cheshtitam. So why are you doing all this naughtiness? Why are you getting into all these kind of things? Then now Skanda is saying, Mamapura, even before me. Sankhya Krita, Ganesha is saying, Sankhya Krita, Sankhya Krita Chakshusham. So Skanda is saying, what did Ganesha do? He counted the number of eyes I have, even prior to this. So because it is Bahuvachana, Skanda has like 12 eyes. So he's counting my eyes, he says. Then, as we are doing this, let's also think of how the Padacheda will happen here, no? So, Heramba, Kimamba. Kimamba will become Kim Amba, right? Kim Amba. Rodashi Kutaha. Karnau Lutatyagnibuhu will be Lutati Agnibuhu. Lutati Agnibuhu. Kim te skanda vicheshtitam mamapura sankhya krita chakshusham. Naitatte yuchitam will become na etat te. Naitatte na etat te. Apyuchitam api uchitam. So naitatte apyuchitam will be na etat te api uchitam. This is not right on your part also, right? So that's the kind of thing she's asking. Gajasya charitam nasam mimitemba will be mimite amba. Mimitemba. Me tavevam tau evam. Tau evam. Sahasa vilokya hasitavyagra Shiva patu vaha. That's the same. So he started counting my eyes. Even before that, he started measuring my trunk, says Ganesha. So Parvati is now smiling at the two of them, and let that Parvati bless you all, is the sloka. So that is a lovely sloka. So now the conversation goes like this. Let's understand who's saying what. Parvati. Hey Ramba. Hey Ramba is Ganapati. It's one of the forms of Ganapati in Kashi. Gajanana is asking now, Kim Amba? So what mother? Parvati says, Rodashi Kutaha. So how come you're crying, Now Ganapati is saying, Agnibuhu Karnau Lutati. Agnibuhu Karnau Lutati. Agnibu actually refers to Shanmukha because he was born out of fire. He was born out of fire means Shiva is the form of fire. So because he was born out of Shiva, he's called as a Agnibu. So Agnibu, what is that person, great person born out of Shiva doing? He is actually, twisting my ears. Okay. Karnau lutatim. Now Parvati is asking, hey Skanda. Actually, only Skanda is given there, which means we know that it is Sambodhana because of the form that is used, right? So it obviously means, hey Skanda. Kimte vicheshtitam, why are you doing these pranks? Why are you troubling him like this? Now Skanda says, Pura, even prior to this, Mama Chakshusham Sankhya Krita. So he counted my, number of eyes. Here, Krita is used. So it obviously means Sena Krita. Ganesha is assumed. So, Pura Mama Chakshusham Sankyam Tena Krita, Ganeshena Krita. Now, Parvati is asking. So, hey Gajasya, etatte charitam api na uchitam. This is also not right? Hey Ganesha, why are you doing this? Why did you count his eyes? No, why did, hey Amba, saha me nasam mimite. So, evam Shiva tau sahita sahasa vilokya harita vyagra patu vaha. So, here Shiva means Parvati. Shivaha, Shiva, right? So let that Parvati, who is, occupied in listening to such a conversation with a smiling face, Hasitavya, she's smiling at these two divine children discussing like this. So let she protect you all, Vaha. Vaha is that Yushmat Shabda, right? Yushman Vaha, we've learned. So, Patu is Rakshatu. So let that Parvati bless all of you who is trying to, smilingly negotiate this conversation between the two children. So,
Guru, what is mimite? Nasam mimite? Measuring the trunk.
Nasam is the, Shundaya. Shunda is the, Nasam of Ganesha.
Mimite is measuring.
Measuring.
Okay.
Charitam is like the dirgata of that, how long it is, Mite is mapayati. Mapayati is like mapika, we learned about scale, right? Measurement. So he is measuring his trunk. Tau, Ganesha Skandau.
Ravina, can you just explain the last line alone once? Word pratipadartham. Tavevam sahasa vilokya hasita vyagrashi.
So the last line is Evam Shiva. So this way, Parvati, Tau. Tau here would mean the Ganesha Skandau. Tau.
Tau is both of them.
Both of them.
Vivachanam.
Tau evam sahasa vilokya.
So Vilokya, so she's seeing these two children, discuss like this. So Drishtva, Hasita Vyagra. So Hase. So she's smiling. Vaha is that Yushman, to all of you. Patu, Rakshatu. So let she bless all of you. Hasita Vyagra, Shiva, Patu, Vaha.
But idla Shiva enga varudhu. So Shiva enna pandra?
Shiva Parvati. Shiva.
No, that's what. Let Shiva and the sentence the konja think pannona.
Raji, Shiva is not Shiva. Shiva is referring to Parvati.
Parvati.
Consort. The consort. Shiva. This is Shiva.
Let that Parvati.
Trilingam of Shiva. 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 Oh, got it. I'm sorry.
Let that Parvati, who is, handling this kind of a conversation between the two of them, bless all of you. So,
what is Vilokya?
Seeing.
Okay.
Lok. In fact, possibly from that only we are using look today, So look. So Vilokya. Yeah.
Got it.
Can one of you or possibly three of you read this like a conversation, please, so that we
I
know
thought
where.
it'd be very
What?
cute to enact this. Shloka will look very nice to enact.
Yeah, it's a cute one, no? So can three of you possibly take different roles, Parvati, Ganesha, and
Can I be Ganesha?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be Parvati.
okay.
I'll be Skanda.
Okay, so go ahead, please read. Parvati.
Hey Hiramba,
Kim Amba
Rodishi Kutaha,
Karnau Luthatyagnibuhu.
Kinte Skanda Vicheshtitam,
Mama Pura Sankhya Krita Chakshusham. Should I read it in that order or change in read? Same only, no?
Same order, just the
Okay.
break we should know.
Mama Pura Sankhya Krita Chakshusham. Sham.
Na Etat Pyuchitam Gajasya,
Charitam Nasam Mimite Ambame.
I think the
Evam
last.
Vivatau Sahasa Vilokya Hasita Vyagra Patuvaha. Beautiful.
Okay. Very nice.
it's interesting to do this. Yeah.
Now
So,
we understand how to break the Sandhi
Yeah.
Vichhed
so
well.
this is the Chatu Sloka. It is like conversation and very interesting way.
Etate api uchitam gajasya. Sharitam nasam mimite. Tavevam sahasa vilokya hasitam yagra shiva patuvaha.
So we will go on to the next one that we have to cover here. Puta Sankhya Ekatrimshat. Tatra Eka Samasya Asti. Samasya can be understood like problems, riddles, how do you solve things and things like that. So here, Tatena Katitam Putra Lekam Lika Mama Agnya Na Tena Likito Lekaha Pituragnya Na Lopita. So here, Tatena, Tata means father. Okay, Tatena Katitam. So Katitam said, Putra, hey Putra, Sambodhana. Lekam Lika, write a letter. Mama Agnya, just follow my order, write a letter. Na Tena Likito Lekaha. Na Tena. So he did not write, no? Na Tena Likito Lekaha. He did not write the letter. Pituragnya na lopita. Nor did he disobey his father. So how do you solve this puzzle? Neither did he write it. Na tena likito lekaha. Pituragnya na lopita. Nor did he disobey his father's order. So there looks like one apparent contradiction here. So how do you solve this? Okay, that is a puzzle that is given here. So these kind of puzzles actually come in many of the Shastric texts as we go forward, because they want to give a lot of food for thought, basically. So in Sanskritam, things are not really given in a platter for us. Sometimes they make us introspect, think about it. And the more we think about it, something will be like one eureka feeling for us, something will get revealed. So this is a very, very simple concept like that, where when you think deeper in it, the answer is revealed. So, of course, this we will discuss now because we have to get used to the rhythm of unearthing things in the language. So here, the Tatena Katitam Putra. So father said, hey Putra. So what did he say? Lekam Lika Mamagnya. So write the letter, that is, my order. Na Tena means he did not write. It was not written by him. Likito Lekaha, he did not write. Pituragnyana Lopita, nor did he, disobey his father. So there can be two possibilities. One is either the father did not ask him to write the letter. So this na could possibly be joined there. So we can search for a possibility of whether that can happen in this particular sloka. The alternative is the na in the second line should mean something else. It can't be na tena. So one of the two things has to change so that both the sentences will work together. Is that right? So when we look at na, does it fit in the earlier sentence? Na lekanam likamamagni. No, it does not really gel there. So how will it work in the second line? So the solution for this is it's not na tena, natena. So it is a combination of na tena, which becomes natena here. So that is what they have mentioned. In fact, they've given you the answer itself. Natena means humble. So he writes the letter humbly obeying his father's orders. So natena likito lekaha piturajnana lopita. Therefore, he did not, disobey his father. So therefore, the riddle is solved here. In fact, there is another very, very famous riddle, Kunti Putro Vinayaka. I don't know if it comes after this, that is also like this. Many slokas in Sanskritam seemingly will look like a contradiction, but when you rearrange or do an anvaya, or if you do, combining or changing of location, a few things, there are many options for that, the answer gets revealed. In fact, when we read Bhagavad Gita, at some point, we will notice that some things mentioned in one sloka seems to contradict something mentioned in another sloka. But when you look at both together, a lot of things will get revealed. So the idea here is contemplate deeper. It's not superficial knowledge. We have to really dwell on it to understand the essence of the whole thing. So let's see this again. Tatena katitam putra lekam likamamagnyaya natena likito lekaha piturajnana lopita. So the solution here is nathena. It's not natena. It is nathena likito lekaha piturajnana lopita. Okay, so that's the beauty of this. All right. So let's move forward. This, because the last part has not come out properly, I would prefer you all to look at the book, unless you don't have the book handy. So we will continue with the Kavya Katha. Who wants to start reading now? Kopi patitam ichchati va?
If you want, I can read. If anybody else wants.
We can share it. There are 3 paragraphs. So you can start with the first paragraph. Somebody else can take over the second paragraph.
Okay. Nandini anyasmin dine nripasya pariksham kritavati. Sa himalasya guham pravishtvati. Dilipaha parvatasya saundaryam pashyan asit. Tada ekasingha nandini balatkareण गृहीतवान्. तेन पीडिता धेनुः उच्चैः क्रन्दनं कृतवती. नृपः आक्रन्दनं श्रुतवान्. धेनुम् अपश्यत्. धेनुं सिंहः आकर्षति. दिलीप कुपितः अभवत्. सिंहस्य वधं कर्तुं निश्चयं कृतवान्. निशंगात बाणं स्वीकर्तुं करं स्थापितवान्. किन्तु करः तत्र एव स्थगितः अभवत्. नृपस्य अपमानं संजातं. कोपः अपि अधिकः जातः.
Uttamam, samyak.
Shall I read the next one?
Etat kinchit pashyamaha purvam. Nandini anyasmin dine nripasya pariksham kritavati. इत्युक्ते कः अर्थः? संस्कृते किञ्चित् प्रयत्नं करोतु विवरणं कर्तुं. नन्दिनी अन्यस्मिन् दिने इत्युक्ते कः अर्थः?
One day. The day.
One of the day. Another day.
Samanadinam nasti. Anantaram ekadinam. Nripasya pariksham kritavati. Nripasya
King.
Raja.
Raja.
Samskrite paryaya padam chintayetu.
Okay.
Try to think of synonyms if possible in
Yes.
Sanskritam itself, so that the vocabulary can increase. Yeah. Nripaha Raja. Nripasya pariksham kritavati. Pariksham
Test.
soditam soditam.
Sanskrit. Yeah.
Nandini अन्यस्मिन् दिने नृपस्य परीक्षां कृतवती. अन्य एकदिने किं कृतवती? नन्दिनी इत्युक्ते का?
Nandini Denuhu.
धेनुः. धेनुः नृपस्य परीक्षां कृतवती. सम्यक्.
What is the another word for pariksham? You said, Guru.
Shodhitam.
Shodhitam.
सोदितवती. सोदनं कृतवती. अस्तु. सा हिमालयस्य गुहां प्रविष्टवती. हिमालयः पर्वतः अस्ति, तत्र गुहां
Kandara.
Andam.
अतः तत्र सा प्रविष्टवती. किमर्थं सा इति उपयोगः?
नन्दिनी ईकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्गः.
सा अत्र नन्दिनीं सूचयति. परीक्षा कर्तुं नन्दिनी किं कृतवती?
हिमालयस्य
गुहां प्रविष्टवती. दिलीपः पर्वतस्य सौन्दर्यं पश्यन् आसीत्.
अत्र गुहा शब्दः धातु गुहा आकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्गं वा?
गुहां प्रविष्टवती. गुहा किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते गुहः इति नामपदमपि भवितुमर्हति. गुहां आकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्ग गुहा शब्दः सीतां. सत्यं. दिलीपः पर्वतस्य सौन्दर्यं पश्यन् आसीत्. Pashyan is like the ing usage that we do in English, right? He was seeing. So it's like a present continuous usage. Pashyan asit. So he was admiring that at that point of time. What was he admiring? Parvatasya saundaryam. Saundaryam. Kasya saundaryam? Parvatasya.
भयङ्करः समचित्रितः.
There is
Somebody is cooking.
too much noise. Too
Very
much
noisy.
I wonder who it is.
Sumitra.
Pashyan.
I think it's muted now.
पश्यन् आसीत्. तदा एकः सिंहः नन्दिनीं बलात्कारेण गृहीतवान्. So while he was watching, what happened? Tada. So we've learnt about yada, tada, kada, sarvam samayam suchayati. Kalu. So tada means at that point of time. At that point of time, ekaha simhaha. So here, because you are using simhaha, you've already learnt about the concept of numbers having the vachana and vibhakti. So here simhaha is one lion, pullinga. Therefore, you are using ekaha. Ekaha simhaha. Right? Ekaha simhaha nandinim balatkarena grihitavan. Kim kritavan? One lion, forcibly held Nandini. So all these are Nandini trying to test the king, right? Tena pidita denuhu uchaihi kandanam kritavati. So Nandini was hurt by this. Ataha kim kritavati? We learnt uchaihi on Monday, right? Uchaihi, loudly. Krandanam kritavati, rodati, ruditavati. Iti arthaha. Krandanam kritavati. Dripaha akrandanam shrutavan. So he heard this cry of the Nandini. Denum apashyat. So he saw the Denu. Denum simhaha akarshati. Dilipaha kupitaha abhavat. So because the lion was holding to the Denu, Dilipa was protecting her. You remember the earlier story, right? Where Dilipa was taking care, he was worshipping Nandini in order to get rid of his shapa. All of you remember the earlier story?
Yeah.
Vasishta Maharishi told Dilipa that Kamadhenu was upset with Dilipa because he ignored her earlier. Therefore, he has to compensate it by praying to Kamadhenu's child, which is Nandini.
Denuhu putri.
He is,
Guru, this line, Denu Singhaha Akarshati. What does it mean here, Akarshati?
Vilkardu.
Karshati,
Pull, Sudha.
pulls,
Yeah,
drag,
Yeah.
and the இழுத்துண்டு போகுது இல்லையா?
Because I thought Akarsha means attraction. I was wondering what
Yeah, it's like that.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's really, in this context, it's dragging, it's pulling, or it's also attraction.
Attraction, not.
Okay,
In fact,
pull.
attraction is also like grihyati eva.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So inga, what happened at that point of time? He gave up all his kingdom to the people there, and now he's moved to the forest just to serve Nandini. So at that point, if a lion is taking off that Nandini to whom he's supposed to pray, he is really, angry with the lion.
Ekavimshati dinani sevitavan.
Sevitavan.
Satyam.
Raji has done her homework.
So question answers are
Dilipaha kupitaha abhavat. So Dilipa became angry. Simhasya vadam kartum nischayam kritavan. So he decided to kill the lion. Nishangat banam svikartum karam stapitavan. So he wanted to take out an arrow. So he just wants to take it out. At that point, what happens? Kintu karaha tatra eva stagitaha abhavat. But his hand got just fixed there. He was not even able to move his hand. Okay. Tatra eva stagitaha abhavat. Nripasya apamananam sanjatam. Kopaha api adikaha jataha. So the king felt humiliated. His anger also increased. Wonderful. Do you want to continue, Sujata?
Yes, what is Sanjatam?
Sanjatam.
Humiliated.
No.
no, apamananam is immediate. Right?
Insulted.
Happened.
Insult. Oh,
Happened.
Happened.
Yeah, I can read the next. Tada nripam adrishya singha bhupal shram mastu tava sarvam astram shastram cha vyartham bhavati aham shivasya sevaka mama namadhemyam kumbodharah iti samipe devada ruvriksham pashyasi khalu parvati priti purvakam tam vriksham vardhitvati vrikshasya रक्षणार्थम पार्वती माम नियुक्तवती अत्र आगत प्राणी मम आहार अतः धेनुं न त्याजामि इति अकथयत्.
Samyak. Uttamam. What happens here? Tada nripam uddishya simhaha. Uddishya. So addressing the king. Nripam uddishya simhaha. So the lion started addressing the king. When tada, at that point of time, when his hand got stuck and his anger increased, the lion started speaking to the simha. What did he say? Bhupala. Bhupala means protector of earth. Basically addressing the king. Hey Bhupala, hey Bhupati, all that we say, right? So the ruler of the earth, O king. Shramaha mastu. Don't take so much of effort, So shrama, even in Tamil we use the word shrama, right? Don't take so much of
Ravina, 1 minute. In the uddishya
address. Aham Rajim uddishya uttaram uktavati.
அது கிரியாபதமோட some form தான் இல்லையா? So what is the கிரியாபதம்?
Nripam uddishya illa. இந்த இடத்துல வந்து looking at the king அப்படின்னு வரும். It is
So pashyati drishtva and the family.
அந்த மாதிரி வரும். We will go into the details of each of this. It's a vishesha upayoga eva. So we will get into this. In fact, the different forms of kriyapadam is part of parichaya. So we'll be dealing it. So shramaha mastu. So don't take so much of effort. Tava sarvam astram shastram cha vyartam bhavati. So astram and shastram are two beautiful usages here. Astras are the weapons, shastras are the missiles. So the lion says, even your missiles will not work for me. Astra shastra. So whether your normal weapons or even your shastras that you use, you're just trying to take one arrow. But even if you take a missile, it's not going to work against me. Vyartam bhavati. It's going to be of no avail, no use. Aham Shivasya sevakaha. I work for Bhagavan Shiva. I'm his servant. Mama namadeyam kumbodaraha iti. So my name is Kumbodara. Samipe devadaru vriksham pashyasi kalu. Can you see that tree nearby, which is called Devadaru? The name of that tree is called Devadaru. Deva, it's a divine tree possibly. Devadaru vriksham. Parvati Preeti Purvakam tam vriksham varditavati. So Parvati herself actually grew this tree with a lot of affection. Preeti Purvakam. Vrikshasya rakshanartam Parvati mam niyuktavati. So because she grew the tree out of her own affection, she has personally groomed it. It needs to be protected. So I am the protector of that tree. Vrikshasya rakshanartam Parvati mam niyuktavati. So I have been given that responsibility. She's employed me to take care of the tree. Atra agataha prani mama aharaha. So whatever animal comes here, they become my food. Ataha denum na tyajami. So to the lion, it's like, this is my right? So I'm not going to give up on this particular animal, this cow. Iti akatayat. So he said that. So
I'll continue.
Basically, he's justifying why it is right on his part to eat the cow. So he's not going to give up on the cow. Okay. Continue.
Tat vachanam shrutva nripaha aham api shiva pujakaha shivaha gauravarhaha mama acharyaha vasishtaha tasya denuhu eva danam ataha prarthanam karomi mama deham kada denum tyaja iti avadat simhaha kinchit asahat tvam jagat prabhu nūtanam vayaha sundaram shariram idam sarvam alpasya karanena tyajasi kim tvam vichara mudaha iti akatayat.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what happens here? Tat vachanam shrutva. So shrutva, having heard tat vachanam, these words, nripaha, king. What did he say? Aham api shiva pujakaha. Okay, I am also a worshipper of Shiva. Shivaha gauravargaha. So Shiva, of course, has to be respected, right? And he extends his introduction by saying Vashishtaha mama acharyaha Vashishtaha. So I am also a student of sage Vasishta. And this denu tasya denuhu eva danam. This denu belongs to Vashishta, tasya denuhu. And dhanam, that is his wealth. This is his most important wealth. Ataha prathanam karomi. Therefore I am requesting you. Now he knows all these astra shastra is going to be of no use. So the king is now speaking so politely to the lion. All his anger is gone, I think. Ataha prathanam karomi. Therefore I am requesting you. Mama deham kada. If you're hungry, consume me. Denum tyaja. So please, leave the cow. Iti avadat. So thus he spoke. Singhaha kinchit ahasat. So the lion laughed a little. Tvam jagat prabhu. You are the king, right? You are the ruler of all the worlds. Nutanam vayaha. Nutanam is like,
Young.
usually we say for new. In this context, it's
Young.
like young. Yeah.
Young.
Sundaram shariram. You look very handsome also. Idam sarvam alpasya karanena tyajasi kim. For the silly reason, you want to give up all this, for one cow. You want to give the huge kingdom for which you're a king of. You're looking handsome. You're young in age. You've not even enjoyed your life yet. You want to give up everything just to protect this cow? Tvam vichara mudaha. Looks like you're not able to, understand the situation properly. Vichara mudaha. Your logic seems to have a deficiency, basically. That's what he's saying. So irrational is what is given here. Iti akatayan. So all these are the tests of Nandini only, right? So the lion laughs and says that, you are irrational to the king. So that is the overall.
So again, I have one grammar doubt in this. இந்த நம்ம விசேஷணம் விசேஷம் சேம் ஃபார்ம்ல வரணும்னு படிச்சோம் இல்லையா? இப்ப சுந்தரம் ஷரீரம் கரெக்டா இருக்கு. சுந்தரம் ஷரீரம். இது நூத்தனம் வயஹன்னு வருது. வாட் இஸ் வயஹ? நூத்தனஹா வயஹன்னு வராதா?
Vayaha is
Point.
age.
Age.
So it
Vayaha is
should have been Nutanaha Vayaha.
Yeah, Vayaha is age means age is some. It looks like it's pullingam makaranta. I don't know. So நூத்தனஹன்னு வராதா? இல்ல இது வந்து நூத்தனம்னு வருதுனால அது ஏதாவது ஃபார்ம் விபக்தி ஃபார்மா?
Nutanam.
Sundaram also doesn't get conjugated conventionally much. Sundaram and it doesn't become Sundaraha. It doesn't become Sundara. Those are exceptions to the rule. Both Nutanam and I think this is what I have understood.
இல்ல சுந்தரா definitely I felt we saw somewhere it is சுந்தரி அப்படின்னு வருது. சுந்தரி ஸ்திரீ. சுந்தரம் ஷரீரம். So ஷரீரம் வந்தா சுந்தரம் வரும். ஸ்திரீ
Even
வந்தா
if it's male, it is Sundaram. Oh, Sundaraha varada.
Sundaraha Purushaha.
Sundaraha varum. Nutanam, I'm just checking if Avyaya form is also used. Let me just confirm.
எக்ஸாம்பிள்லாம் நூத்தனைஹி புஷ்பைஹின்னு வருது. ஏன் இங்க வயஹக்கு அர்த்தம் தெரியல. Okay, let's move on, Pravina.
No, just give me 1 second. I'm just checking something.
No problem.
Nutanam vayaha. Okay, vayaha.
வயஹா வந்து அகாராந்த புல்லிங்கமா? அதுவே எனக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தெரியல கரெக்டா. ஏன்னா வயசின்னு எங்கேயோ பார்த்திருக்கோம் நம்ம. அந்த வயசினா அது அந்த வேதஸ் சப்த மாதிரி வருது. தட் இஸ் வேதசி. பட் அங்கேயும் வேதஹான்னு இல்ல ஃபார்ம்.
Vayaha means age, no?
Yeah, vayas sakaranta.
அதான், so it's sakaranta pullingam. But sakaranta pullingam. Vayas. Vayas is the root.
Yeah. So vayaha is sakaranta pullinga. That's why the shabda beda. So it is not using the prathama vibhakti. So it
what
is
form
vayas
is that?
vayaha, vayasi, vayamsi அப்படின்னு யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கா. So dvitiya vibhakti da. So vayaha nutanam. So vayaha is dvitiya ekavachana roopam of vayas shabda.
Dvitiya ekavachanam inga vedasam. I mean vedas தான் வயஸ்க்கு equivalent.
Vayaha is dvitiya ekavachana roopam. அதுவும் vayaha தான். Vayaha vayasi vayamsi. Vayaha vayasi vayamsi. Vayasa vayodham
புல்லிங்கம் இல்ல, வேற ஏதோ சகாராந்த புல்லிங்.
Illamma, it is sakaranta napumsaka
Napumsakalinga.
napumsakalinga. That is why it is Nutanam.
Napumsakalinga.
Vayas is napumsakalingam.
Yeah, correct.
So it becomes sakaranta. But then why is it vayaha? We don't know.
Vayaha.
Vibhakti nala, dvitiya vibhakti. The shabda rupame vayaha.
Correct.
Dvitiya ekavachana rupam is vayaha.
Vayas is napumsakalinga.
Ama sakaranta napunsakalingam
Sakaranta
dvitiya form vayaha da.
Vayaha.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So can we try to answer the questions in the Katha, please? Denuhu kimartam krandanam kritavati.
Nripaha Shrutva.
Nripaha Shrutva.
No. Dhenu Pidita Pashyati.
No, and the simhaha denum grihitavan balat.
Krandanam kritavati.
Balam
Simhaha ekah simhaha denum balakkarena grihitavan ataha denuhu krandanam kritavati.
Swavake vadatu.
Singhaha Nandinim Balena Grihitavan.
Swayam vadatu. Atra asti satyam. Kintu sarala samskrute vaktum prayatnam kurvantu.
Simhaha Nandini आकर्षितवान् अतः नंदिनी क्रंदनं कृतवती
सम्यक् नृपस्य अपमाननं किमर्थं सञ्जातम्
Nripaha nishangat banam speak. I'm only reading.
No, read it first, then we can make it more notes.
Nripaha nishangat banam svikartum karam stapitavan kintu karaha tatra eva stagitah abhavat. Ataha nripasya apamanam sanjata.
Idanam prayatnam kurvantu swavakye vaktum.
Nripasya kara stagitah.
Try to use yada tada. Yada nripaha
बाणं स्वीकृतुं
prayatnam
तदा
स्थगित अभवत्.
तदा तस्य हस्तः तत्रैव
तस्य हस्तः तत्र एव स्थगितः अभवत्.
स्थगनम् अभवत्. अतः तस्य
अपमानं सञ्जातम्.
अपमानं सञ्जातम्. Can somebody try this again?
Yada nripaha nishangat karam stapitavan tada
nishangat karam stapitavan.
निशंगात्
स्वीकर्तुं करं स्थापितवान्.
निशंगात्.
Okay. Yada nripaha nishangat banam svikartum karam stapitavan tada tasya karam tatra eva stagitah abhavat ataha nripasya apamananam sanjatam.
नृपस्य अपमानं सञ्जातं. सम्यक्. अस्तु. अग्रिमं कुम्भोदरः कस्य रक्षणं करोति?
कुम्भोदरः
देवदारु वृक्षस्य रक्षणं करोति.
Parvati, you don't have to say that planted by Parvati.
Not necessarily.
Not
I
necessarily.
mean, it's all these are factors.
The exam you don't have to say, now you can say.
Yeah.
But how do you say planted by Parvati?
Parvati तत्र किम् अस्ति इति पठतु भगिनि, अनन्तरं पश्यामः.
कुम्भोदरः देवदारु वृक्षस्य रक्षणं करोति. तत् वृक्ष
कला भगिनि तत् पठतु.
कुम्भोदरः आहारः कः? Next
नैव
question.
नैव नैव पार्वती इति भवती वक्तुं प्रयत्नं कृतवती खलु तत् पठतु
पार्वती प्रीतिपूर्वकं तं वृक्षं वर्धितवती वृक्षस्य रक्षणार्थं पार्वती मां नियुक्तवती
सम्यक् अतः एतत् कथं वक्तुं शक्नुमः कुम्भोदरः कस्य रक्षणं करोति पार्वती एकं वृक्षं स्थापितवती वृक्षस्य नाम
देवदारु वृक्षः
सा प्रीतिपूर्वकं तं वृक्षं वर्धितवती
कुम्भोदरः तत्
वृक्षं रक्षति
तत् वृक्षस्य रक्षणं
करोति
No, she appointed him, no? Niyuktavati.
Yeah, but here the
then you are writing 100 words answer.
कस्य रक्षणं करोति प्रश्नः अतः
देवदारु
वृक्षस्य रक्षणं करोति
So we can split it into smaller sentences and make the answer. If I want to
basically my idea is to make you all independent of by hearting these things, you know.
Yes. Make it into smaller sentences. We can.
You should be able to create your sentences, which is a good idea.
Yes.
Now, one of the favorite word one of the favorite word
Enna Sushi?
Daru.
देवदारु
कुम्भोदरस्य आहारः कः
अत्र आगतः प्राणी सिंहः आहारः
कुत्र
सिंहस्य देवदारु
समीपे
देवदारु
वृक्षस्य समीपेन आगतः तस्मिन् मम
आगतः प्राणी
तत् प्राणी आहारः कुम्भोदरः
यारा ஒருத்தர் full sentence சொல்லுங்க
वृक्षस्य समीपम् आगतः प्राणी कुम्भोदरस्य आहारः
प्राणी कुम्भोदरस्य आहारः सम्यक् आचार्यस्य वसिष्ठस्य धनं किम्
वसिष्ठस्य धनं
धेनुः एव
सम्यक् उत्तमम् अस्तु तर्हि कथा अपि समाप्ता सम्यक्
But is the story, is it samaptam really? It must be
no
continuing in the third chapter. That is full kavya katha.
I want to hear
we are giving little bit of that,
but here everything goes in sequence, no?
Yeah.
So every chapter the story continues.
Yeah,
it is a full novel. I've read till the end.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell us.
Not too much.
Alexa, volume 1.
No, actually, it's so interesting. Now it is a full sequence.
Yes, it is.
Raghuvansha katha.
Raji beat pantaiva.
अस्तु एतत् श्लोकं पश्यामः सो एतत् 140 पुटे अस्ति ट्रेडिशन् इति एकशीर्षकम् अस्ति अत्र एषः श्लोकः भवति शतायुर्वज्रदेहाय सर्वसम्पत्कराय च सर्वारिष्टविनाशाय निम्बकन्दलभक्षणम् So this sloka is recited on the day of Yugadi. So the importance of nimbu, the neem,
Neem.
is given here. So because it is an auspicious occasion, they mix it with jaggery. I've heard people eat this also. So this
New
is
Samvat also, we do the same thing.
Oh, okay. So when you're
When is
eating that, this
Yugadi? When is Yugadi?
New Samvat,
That
Hindu
is over.
calendar.
Telugu New Year Day, it's over.
It's over.
Last Jnana Nidhi we celebrated, and I think
Celebrated
Lakshmi
the New Year,
mentioned
yeah.
this pachadi also.
correct.
Yeah.
correct.
Ugadi Pachadi.
Ugadi pachadi.
So,
Yes,
it says that neem will help, us with a very strong life. So when we see this, see how beautiful it is. Shatayur Vajra Dehaya. When you see
Vajra.
Dehaya, what do you understand? Which vibhakti
Body.
it is?
Body.
Body.
Fourth
Vibhakti.
Body.
Fourth.
Chaturthi.
For
la?
the
So,
sake of,
the
for.
moment we see this, Sarva Sampat Karaya, Nashaya,
Nashaya.
obviously it is
Yeah.
Chaturthi Vibhakti. So you're saying, for the purpose of this, what all can be done? So Shata Ayur Vajra Dehaya. So for a body which is like Vajra, Vajra is the Ayuda of Indra, right? So our body will become that strong. So like the Indra's Vajrayuda. Shata, 100. So 100 years of healthy life, like Vajrayuda of Indra. Sarva Sampat Karayacha. Sampat is all the wealth and prosperity and things like that.
Well,
Sarva
Sampati.
Sampat, for all possible Sampat. Sarva Rishta Vinashaya, Arishta. So for all the negatives to go off, ward away of all the evils. Nasha, Vinashaya, Nimbaka. Nimbaka is neem. Dala, the tender leaves of the Nimbaka, Bhakshanam. So you can eat that. So this
But
sloka is
here
recited.
it
It also means to remove all
Nimbaka
toxins.
is neem and good. Good means the
No, good
jaggery.
they add because it's too
It's very bitter. It's
bitter
very
to eat,
bitter,
no?
that's why. Yeah.
So the main thing is Nimbaka, but because they don't want to eat bitter, they add jaggery to it.
Ravina,
this
isn't
Sarva Rishta
Dala
Vinas-
bud?
No, not bud. It's the tender leaves and the stem.
Yeah, the stem and the
No, that I know, but I'm saying in general, the word Dala, doesn't it refer to a bud? Kamala Dalam.
Nimbaka dala means the tender
The
leaf.
combination of
Nimbaka-
Nimbu and Guda Bella, it is just jaggery. They say that we should have life with Sukha Dukkha both in balance.
Yeah. So sweet and sour is taken as that, but this sloka per se speaks about the Nimbaka Dala. So it is about
The value of neem.
but we add
Guru,
that word.
even this Sarva Rishta Vinashaya could be removing toxins from your body.
Definitely.
Purifying your body.
Purifying your body. 100%. So neem can work in multiple ways in purifying the body. Sushi Bhagini, Dala Abdina Vandu usually the corners it will speak about the the edge, the corner and the madri. So when we speak about Padma Dala, it can mean the petal, it can mean the bud. So it is the context based on which we understand it as a bud or a petal or something. So in fact, Nariya Slokatla you can see Dala.
Kamala Dala.
Amala
I
Dala.
assumed it was bud. I must be wrong. Thank you.
No, it is not wrong. It can mean bud also. It can mean anything which is tender in that sense. So here it means the tender shoots, leaves, whatever is tender like that.
Panchadalaya
So
Dakshi.
inga Kandala,
Panchadalaya
appo
Dakshi.
what
Anga
is
vandu
what
petal mean.
Kandala I thought is jaggery. Appo vandu Kandala jaggery illaya?
Jaggery is not in the shloka itself.
Shloka
Oh,
at all.
illave illaya?
Jaggery is assumed here.
Why?
It is assumed.
நீ போட்டுக்க வேணாம்.
Pratipadarthatla jaggery varliya?
Yeah.
I think we can start it from now also.
Oh, it's in the Tatparyam, it's not in the Pratipadartha.
The information.
Extra information for you to take the neem leaves.
Gudugudun Kandala Jagrini.
It all started from today on.
Actually, when the new Samvat starts, they give it, they ask you to take it for 1 week. Every day
1
morning,
month,
first thing in the morning.
That's what they say for 1 month of Chaitra, when the Chaitra Navratras they start. So we usually
Correct.
forget. So
From the
now we
first-
started from today on.
So can we recite the sloka once? Shatayurvajradehaya
Shatayurvajradehaya
Sarvasampatkaraya cha
Sarvasampatkaraya cha
Sarvarishtavinashaya
Sarvarishtavinashaya
Nimbakandalabhakshanam
Nimbakandalabhakshanam.
So before we conclude, or we will just do our Samapana Sloka, and then I just want to discuss for 1 or 2 minutes about the upcoming Jnana Nidhi. So we will say the final Sloka. Kayena vacha manasendriyaiva buddhyatmana va prakrite svabhavat karomi yatyat sakalam parasmai narayanaayeti samarpayami achyutaya namaha anantaya namaha govindaya namaha achyutaya namaha anantaya namaha govindaya namaha achyutaya namaha Anantaya namaha Govindaya namaha Sarvam Shri Krishna